What's going on, guys? It's Bear, and today I'm bringing you guys another video. This is going to be on how to not have your phone go off in the middle of the video. But this is going to be on how to make like a personal gaming YouTube banner, and I'm going to be making something like this. This is Replay's channel. If you guys don't know who that is, go check him out. But to get started with this, you pretty much need to open Photoshop, and you don't need to use a pack specifically, but I'm using my Bear 600 pack, and I'm not going to be doing this exactly the way he did, but a certain way like mine. But if you guys want me to make a tutorial on how to make something like this, the guy never actually used it. I was just bored, and I just had cool little stocks I wanted to use, and I used them. But if you want me to make a banner tutorial on this, please let me know, because I need more ideas. But other than that, let's get right into it. So what you're gonna do is just open a basic YouTube banner template thing. I'm just gonna use mine with my little CC on it. So you're gonna go step by step, and the first I'm gonna go with is the actual person. So the person's right here in the corner. So what you can do is one of two things. You can make a new layer, grab your little poly thing tool, and hold shift and go across, and then just make it however big you want it. It's kind of too big. And then just like connect it, and then go to right click, fill, and then you can fill it with like a white color. And then just say that you want to make it smaller. You just take this little tool and then cut it out, and just keep going in until you find a spot that you like, which is the way I'm going to be doing it. And then you can just take it and move it to the corner, just like that. Next step we're going to do is just right click it, go to blending options, go to stroke, and then just make it like a blue color, or a purple or a blue, whatever color you want to make the banner. And then take the fill of that little square and put it down to 0, so you just have your lines now. And go to blending options, and then you can go to gradient overlay. Oh, you can't. Alright, I got it. After you put the fill to 0, make a new layer, and then just merge these two. Go to blending options, then go to gradient overlay. And just say you can make this a darkish blue, and this is even darker blue. And then you can just mess with the scale, and even put the stroke up more. So you guys can do it any way you'd like, and let's just say that you don't want it like this, you just want it to be like a bigger stroke. You just got to redo those steps the way I did them, but a different way. And then you can mess with the opacity and scale size, and then you have that. And then you're gonna need a picture now, just to move that over a little more. So we're just gonna go to like Google, and I'll type in MLG guest player. I'm not using that. What caught after? I guess you can really use any picture, I guess. I'll use an optic one. And then I'll change it all to green. Alright, so I used this before, so I'll use this. So you can just take it, just copy it, any picture that you'd like. Probably like a one of you gaming or whatever you're using this for. And then what you do is just flip it horizontally, or flip it however you like, whatever like part you want it to be on. And then you can just take it and then put it under your gradient, so you can go like that and figure out where you want it to be. But my gradient is blue, I want to make it green, so I'm going to just merge another layer with it so the gradient goes away. Go to adjustments, hue and saturation, or you can hit Control U. And I'll just drag this green. Alright, and I can just take this and find a spot to use. And what else you can do, just to make sure they don't want to delete it and go back, you can just take your little tool thing, make like another black layer. We're gonna just put a fill on it, whatever color goes. But that just so you know what your picture is gonna look like when you delete everything. So you can obviously mess with this. Alright, so like that. So I just take away these two layers, and then I deleted my overlay things, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I didn't. You can just take this, and then you can just delete the access stuff. Alright, and then you can add other stuff to this, like you can just like make a new layer, I guess. Go to adjustments, like duplicate the layer, go to adjustments. If I hit that again, I'm gonna flip out. Black and white. And then what you can do is lower the opacity a little bit and pull out any green that you would see, or any like specific color. So it would be like this. And then I think that's only like green. Yeah. And then you can just make a new layer, pull up a brush on a circle, put the size up, and put it to green. And then you can just like go like that. If you guys hear me like flipping out and getting really annoyed, there is like a dying ladybug in my room, and I don't know where it is. I looked for it before I started this video and I couldn't find it, but it's like, you know when ladybugs are dying, they just make those cringing noises of them like fluttering around. Oh my god, it's doing it right now and it's pissing me off. But there's that. You can also do other stuff like adding a new layer, putting it above everything. Let's just say we can put it on black. And then you just click like places like that, and then lower the opacity. Alright, and we're gonna leave that alone for now. The next thing we're gonna do is going with the background. First, I make a new layer and put it below everything. And then I'm gonna take a green and a brush and just kind of brush around, just like. Oh, I thought I was gonna crash. I was gonna flip out for that too. You can just put it around everywhere. And then lower the opacity. And if you guys want to buy this template, you guys can purchase it on my Sellfy. It's gonna be for $2 instead of just you making it. You can just purchase it. It's a lot easier. Alright, so now that you have that, you're going to go back into Google or whatever you want to use and find pictures of people actually gaming, or you gaming, or however you want to do it. And this is going to be our background. So let's just say that we put it below everything. You're going to make it black and white. And then lower the opacity drastically. So it's just like kind of like a shadow of them. And I'll just duplicate this and move it over. And I'm going to delete that and redo it. So now that I have a picture, I can really pull out what I want. So I'm just going to go along the edges. Oops. And then I'll make a new one and put one right here. Alright, and then I'm gonna start going into like, I have to like other effects, which is gonna be like particles and stuff, and we're already like 9 minutes in, so go to particles, my pack. If you guys don't have my pack, it'll be in the description to download. Or you can just buy the template of this. Oh shit. My bad. Alright. There we go. And then just drag these in. And then I'm going to take an eraser on like a size whatever and just erase some of these particles so it's not overwhelming. And then just duplicate it. Put it places. This is just for little effects. And then in my pack there's lighting effects. Like it says lighting plus flares. And then we're gonna take this one. It's like a kind of a C. I don't know how to explain it. It looks like a C. And just kind of drop this in the air. So it's like coming down. And then we're just gonna be adding this flares on their effects. So I think that's it I want to add for now. Actually, I might add that. There's a regular flare. If it comes in. Yeah, well. Now I'll put that above everything. And lower it to screen. Rasterize. Alright, let's see how this looks. Nah. Alright. And then we're gonna start adding glares. So what we're gonna do is just take white squares and just make like rectangles. We'll take the white square and just make rectangles. Like that, and then merge them all. And then just take it and rotate them. Like that. And then what you're going to do is go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. So it kind of blurs like that. And then you just take it and lower the opacity. Alright, and then you just duplicate it and move it over here. Alright, and then you can go back in our pack and go get a glare. And if you guys haven't seen, I made a tutorial on this, but they're easier if they're just in the pack. Just drag this in. And I'm just going to rotate this horizontally. I'm going to put this in the middle a bit. Alright, so now that you have that, you guys can really start messing with opacities, but I'm just going to keep going. Alright. What else can we add? I think that's it for now. We can start adding text. Yeah, I can start adding text. So, what you're going to do now is go into font.com. Oh, it's nasty. Techno? Yeah, you can go to Techno and you can type in your text. For now, just type in template. And then you're going to find a text to use. You guys can use Planet Cosmos. That's a really good font to use. Let's just look around. Alright, he's talking. You really want kind of a bold font to go with all this stuff. So, not a square one. Like a sci-fi one. You guys can. I guess we can use Planet Cosmos. Let's just check it out. Yeah. Obviously the font's interchangeable. I already have this font downloaded. Alright, so you're gonna pretty much just take your thing. Oh, I'm dropping pure leaves everywhere. And you can type in your text. Holy shit. Alright, and then you can just take it and go to your font. And make it however size you want. Obviously mine has kind of like thing on it. And then you can just put it not in the middle, but over to the side. Because your AVI is like right here. Let's just make a little box so you guys know. Guesstimating, the AVI is probably like... no, it's usually in the corner around here. It's probably like that. So you can just take this and put it like right here. And you guys can center it, I guess. Alright. We're gonna go to... I think I have gradients that can work. Just check. It's kind of too... Maybe we just make our own. So we're just gonna go to right click and go to gradient overlay. And the first one's gonna be white all the way to the right, and we're just going to go like this. Alright, and then you don't really need a drop shadow or anything, because what we're gonna do is make a new layer. I got purely from the middle of all my layers, I can barely see. And just make a brush on the size, let's just say 123. And just brush right there. And just lower the opacity. Alright, and then I'm just going to take that, and then what else we can do is start adding other text, like our social links to the side. So what I did is I have 2 packs open right now. I have my Christmas, not my Christmas pack, but Sor Caesar, Sorino, yeah, Sorino's thing, Christmas pack, and it has all these little things in it. You can also go to his channel. I'm pretty sure it's still on there. If not, then I don't know what to do. But I have some of these in my actual pack. So what we're going to do is just find links to use. So I'm just going to use this for say, because it's an MLG kind of banner. And just resize it. And we'll do 3 on top and 3 on bottom. Alright, so you can put that there. And just so you can go back, you can grab... Not a selfie. Where's Twitter? Twitter should be up top. Yeah, there it is. That purely falls again, dude. I'm gonna throw it out the window. Come on, computer. Don't die on me now. Where is this logo? There it is. So we're going to bring all 3 of them in at first. Alright, let's see if any of that closing that stuff helped. And then I'll just make these smaller as well. So kind of match size. So I'll just take that and make this a tad bit tinier. The document contains nested layers grouped without changing appearance. I don't care. Alright, you know what? That's fine. And then just say that I can bring in Instagram. Hopefully he has it. Of course not. Google Plus. Did any of you guys ever use Google Plus? Because that's like the main question I've ever had. Is like Google Plus are like relevant? Do people actually use it? Alright. And then you can just put those there. So what you can do is just take these 2 and push them to the side. And then start with the links, and you can put this on my Riyadh Pro. Put the size down to about 30. And be like slash. I can change font. You can just put username. Actually, I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna lower it. So you can just highlight it all, go to this, and then just take the size down. And maybe split it up a little bit. And just put that there. And then you can bring the Twitter closer now. And duplicate the username. or whatever your thing is. Put it there, and then Google Plus. Alright, and then what you're gonna do is just take your Twitter and thing, move it closer, Google Plus and name, and move it a little bit closer. So if I zoom out, alright, these are too big. So I'm gonna just take these. Alright, that's good. If they're too big, that means we can make more room. Alright, so now that we have more room, we can just take these and push them back out. Because obviously I'm pretty sure your links are going to be longer than just the word username. Alright, now that you have that, you can add other stuff like use code, no, I didn't mean to do quotations, use code bear for discounts, and then you can put that, why is that quotation mark still there? Oh my god, and that ladybug's still going on. Alright, and then you can just take that, put that there, highlight bear, and put a little bold on it so it's more noticeable than anything. And then what you can do is go back to, let's just say my pack, because I know I have these. Go to logos, teams, and sponsors, and bring in the scuff. But I'm going to delete the word. And then you can bring that in, make it size smaller. And then I think I have gamma too. I'm not using gamma. I'm using games. Gamma, there we go. This one. Alright, then you can bring that in. And oh, it just knows that I have to use that. Awesome. Alright, and then we can do is just highlight these two, make them smaller because those are too big. And you can put that right in the middle. And obviously you guys can add other links, etc. But it's just a basic kind of layout. Just move these down more. So we have this going on so far, and then you can start adding other stuff. Let's just say, we already that square, I don't really need that anymore. What else? You guys can add other links like down here. Let's just say that you're a part of more than one thing. You're just like you're sponsored by Control Freaks. Bring that in. Control Freaks, Elgato. Wow. Steel Series. I'm not gonna add one more. Astro. Alright. You say you're all not sponsored by these, but I guess you want to like represent them. Pretty much just all put them in line, highlight them all, Control T, and make them smaller. And then you can just put them wherever, and then space them back out. Alright, and then you can just say zoom out and put them wherever you like. And then you can merge them all if you'd like. Oh, yeah, I can just merge them off. Make a copy. Make it a little bit bigger and no. God. Don't make it bigger like as in like height. Make it bigger in like length and height together. And just lower the opacity of this. And then put it back in the middle, kind of. Alright, and then you can add other stuff. What I'm going to do is go back to my 600 pack, go to my lighting, and flares. I don't want to use that one. This one. And then you can put that up here, make the color any color you'd like. Since we're doing a green kind of theme, I'll just make it green. I'm not even Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, and then we can add, let's just say, other stuff. What else can we add? Just say you're a part of a team. Something that I'm never going to be part of as a good team. Say you're part of Clans Part 2. Let's put that on my lap, maybe it'll be quieter. Just put red. You just take it and just make it get smaller. Not that small though. Now I lost my quality of it, right? Yeah. That's a big thing. If you make something small, do not right away make it bigger. Like if you make it small, hit apply, and then try to make it bigger right after that, you're gonna lose all your quality. Because right when it goes small, it's just saves that quality. It's really annoying. Unless you hit Control Z, and then you're fine. Alright, where's the middle of all this stuff? I don't know where it is, I'll find it though. But you can just take this logo and just put it probably right here. It can be like red reserves LG team or something, and then go to here and go to bubble at bubble bulge. Oops, I kind of messed that up. I can go back and fix it. So you can just do whatever you like and then put it like right here. And then you have your little team thing. I guess you can consider yourself that. But that's about it. If you guys want to purchase this, it'll be $2 on my Selfie. You'll get the PSD obviously, and my pack will be probably in like a notepad file thing once you download it. But other than that, let me zoom back out for you guys to get the full effect. I don't know why that keeps popping out. Alright, I guess move a little bit. Alright, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like and comment. Sorry it took like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 28 minutes, almost 30. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this. My phone died. If you have any like tutorial suggestions, please let me know. This is actually suggested, yeah, by someone. Here, Reverse Last Kings. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this, please let me know. But yeah, if you want to buy this, it's on my Selfie. I recommend buying it because it's a lot easier, and I want money, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna try to be more active, which means I'm gonna upload whenever I have time. I'm really busy with like other stuff, but I'll try to find time for you guys. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Also, if there's any intro or 3D banner designers out there that are willing to do some work, please hit me up because I need an intro badly. So yeah, peace out, people.